Hi, my name is Erin Lovett. I'm the program director here at Department of OBGYN at Western.
Hi everybody, my name is Shannon Arnfield and I'm one of the general OBGYNs here at Western. I've been on staff here for about 10 years. I'm one of the associate professors.
Hi, I'm Dr. Genevieve Easterbrook. I'm one of the maternal fetal medicine subspecialists. I am also the program director for the maternal fetal medicine subspecialty training program and the co-lead of our pregnancy research. I've been here at Western for 8.5 years. I came here from Vancouver, BC to take this faculty position, and I love it in London.
Where'd you go? Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Carol King, one of the general gynecologists. I am also a pediatric gynecologist. So I did my training here in London and have been on staff for a couple of years.
Hi. My name is Dr. Taryn Taylor. I'm one of the generalists in the department. I also work as a scientist at the Center for Education Research and Innovation as a medical education researcher, and I'm also one of our simulation educators.
I'm Dr. Sovereign. I'm one of the generalists here at Western. I've been here for 6 years.
Hi there, I'm Dr. Tracy Crumley. I am the chair chief of the department. I have been at Western since medical school, which was 1992, so that's 29 years, shockingly.
Love being in London. It's a great place to have a family.
My name is Maya.
My name is called Maya. And I think one great thing about the training program is how close-knit the group is, despite being in a tertiary center. You know, everyone's under one roof, which is really, really nice. It's easy to just call someone, find someone in their clinic, find someone in their OR, which is really great.
A couple ideas about what we're doing here at Western. Vaginal surgery is definitely a highlight of our program in terms of your competence and ability to do this at the time of your graduation. It is one of the distinguishing features of our program compared to others in the country in terms of your training, the training that you'll receive in it, and the emphasis our program puts. It's definitely one of my favorite places to teach in the OR because your surgical skills really do become nuanced when learning vaginal surgery. It really requires a technique and an approach, whether it's about actually placing square knots, or it's about knowing planes, or it's about working in a very small area. There's lots of things that your surgical skill, there's lots of ways in which your surgical skills really grow and develop with that surgical approach. It's also fun to teach because it's the most minimally invasive way we can provide surgical care for women needing hysterectomy. And even though it's harder technically to provide, it is a real benefit for the patients, and that feels great.
I think it's a wonderful place to train where you're going to gain great surgical skills in both vaginal, laparoscopic, and open approaches, which will serve you well in your career.
So there's a number of unique things about our training program for OBGYN. One is our single site, in that we are primarily all together here at Victoria Hospital, and it does allow for our program to have a very family-oriented sense to it. We all know each other, we all work together throughout the entire 5 years, and I think that just creates a culture of familiarity, which is actually really beneficial. Another thing that I think stands out for our program is just the complete comprehensive nature of the training. So there's nothing that you could possibly learn elsewhere that you would not get throughout your surgical residency here at Western, including all subspecialties and research, because we have an amazing group of staff that are truly dedicated to advancing the residency program in terms of knowledge. But we're also very nimble, so we are very good at turning quickly and adapting to new endeavors.
I have lots. Many of them involve kind of spending time with my co-residents. So we basically live together as a family. And there were a lot of times when we just relied on each other for a lot of things that helped to get us through.
Two stand out. One was a beautiful winter day at our old tertiary level care site, which was St. Joseph's Healthcare. And just outside of that facility is one of the best tobogganing hills in all of London. So it was a slow day in the delivery room. So Dr. Schmidt, who was the staff OB on call, and a number of the nurses and medical students all went home and got their sleds and went tobogganing all afternoon at the birthing center.
And one of my favorite procedures to teach is a laparoscopic hysterectomy and other laparoscopic procedures in the OR.
Well, I do just obstetrics, so delivering babies, and I was trying to decide which way I like to deliver babies most, and I can't really decide. My favorite surgery is definitely a cesarean section because it's really the only one I do anymore, but there's something elegant about it that I really do love, so I will love to teach you that.
I really love teaching about crisis resource management. So that's a concept borrowed from aviation and other high reliability organizations, which basically means there's a number of things that really high functioning teams have to be able to do together, including things like situational awareness and effective communication, resource management, leadership, followership, that sort of thing. So as a sim educator, I love talking about these things to really anyone who will listen. And we design our simulation experiences to make sure that you get a lot of hands-on experience practicing those skills alongside your technical skills.
So I have a couple of interesting hobbies. I recently took up acrylic painting. I've been doing that for just over a year, which I find a great stress reliever. And one of the other activities that I enjoy is baking. And I'm a big fan of both the Great British Baking Show and also the Great Canadian Baking Show.
I really loved indoor rock climbing. We have a great climbing gym here in town called Junction. I was able to convince the program to even have the residents come and do their belay certification during one of the academic half days a couple of years ago. Secretly, I was hoping that meant that we would just have more people to be able to belay each other, but then COVID struck, and so we haven't been able to get back out there. Certainly indoor climbing, although very awesome from like a stress relief standpoint, and it's a great form of exercise, it's also really good at developing your intrinsic hand muscles so that you can get that impacted head out at C-section or feel confident about your forceps delivery skills.
London's also really great for one thing I like to do is concerts. It's pretty amazing how many acts we get in London, and we're actually not very far from Toronto either. Alright, good luck everyone.
One of the things we really like to do pre-COVID and in COVID is play Peter Pan. I'm Dr. Sovereign, and I will be Smee for the evening.
And my name is Peter Pan with my dagger. And my name is Peter Captain. I'll put my long sword.
That's right.
And we'll just fight.
Peter Pan is a big part of our play. We also like tobogganing.
Keep an open mind. Make sure that you are following the lead of your senior residents, and also have fun and make sure that your care is patient-centered. CARMS this year is very different. The world is very different. We're one of an interesting component of medicine in that obstetrics never stops. So throughout the pandemic experience, I think it's been very unique for our program in that we have not been redeployed because we continue to work pretty much full tilt, and that has allowed our residents and our staff members to continue in the excellent work that we do. So last words being, know that if you decide to come to Western OB/GYN, you'll work hard, you'll work diligently, but we will always be right beside you.
I would say make sure that you're doing what you love and don't rush. You will learn everything that you need to learn. Take it one step at a time, and everybody is here to help you and support you, so just trust in that.